Now,
Jill, do you have pen?
yeah, we got it, I think. We got it. If you remember, four Sabbaths ago, Jill deal with the topic grace. Okay. And then the following Sabbath, Pastor Lian expounded on that topic about grace. And then last Sabbath, he talks about justification by faith. Today, we're going to talk about sanctification by faith.
Tuma kal thum kali lai na Jill na happy na thu to geni na to ki changkin happy na to ki sai gen be na nung kali na diktan na nga na thu geni na tu ni na nung kalai gen upna tung ton diktan na tu ni na upna tung ton in sian tho na koi chi bang hiam chi tu ni gen ding hiang.
Now, I think it was 2017 when we finally celebrate the 500 years of the Protestant Reformation.
Tu ni la som la sagi na Protestant ki pat chil na thu kum zanga achin na pa toy na poi ki bol hi.
Now, Martin Luther was a monk. Yeah, he decided that he would dedicate his life for God's service.
Martin Luther na ama phungji hi na RC songa phungji se mi na anun ta na bu pasyan adi na ki ap khat ai.
And so he went to the monastery and became a monk.
Phungji sang apai na phungji baso ki na.
And he did all he can, whatever the church tells him to do, in order to go to heaven.
Van tung tun theina di na apol pi sunga akigen bang bang hoi takena semin gamta nung ta hi.
If he has to there is an old cathedral in Rome that there are, I think, 105 steps. You go up there, and they believe that if you climb the steps with your knees, you have 10 years of righteousness merited to you.
To layu na mau bang ki hil hiam ji la pol piu na ka le chial tunga khuk to ka to win hile to bang na tung atun chiang ina kum som sung pen dik tan na nga ding mo mai na dik mi dik hi ding ui kum som sung chi na up na ki gen hi.
Now, what did Jesus said when he about following him? If you follow me, you take up your cross and follow me.
To ba se na manung zui te pen kiang bang chi. Now,
it's not easy to be a Christian. Didn't you know that? Now, we are not being promised to walk on rosy, path. We are being promised that you go to heaven with much tribulation you will experience in life.
Christian nun tang na sunga pak tung to na lam nuam tung to ni na Christian suwa kina to ta ban tung ki tung hial hial di nong ki gen lo ina haksan na zet na nam tampi dak to te phuto khading ina ong ki gen hi.
And so Martin Luther, being a Catholic, he grew up with this kind of culture that really you have to earn your way to heaven.
Martin Luther song RC sung pani na amang khang khian na gup khian na nga na ding pen na han cham na thalo kuli chi lungsim to amang khang khia hi.
And he did really work hard. He do penance, all kinds of. If he had to, if he is required to hang himself, he will hang himself. Just to go to heaven.
Bangsa takina ma ina van tung nom hiam chi le por pi hil thu ge hi na khe por pekin zuin singlam te tung nang le nang ki khain chi le jong ama a ki khai ding pa hila hi.
But every time at the end of the day, his life feels empty. Void. There is no satisfaction. The question always hangs on his head. Am I going to be saved? When Jesus comes, will he bring me to heaven? That is always the question that hangs on his head. Am I really right with God?
To bangina han chemina midi kiding mi hoi di na han chemina sep hang hina alung sim sunga a hom ina to ba sung kum tak tak le gup na ka nga ding hiam china amai na lung hi mo na lung hian na hom na to kidim hi
So Martin Luther began to read the Bible.
tua chang na la siang tho por pi chi sang na la siang tho simong ki pan ta hi
He was reading the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, and then when he arrived in the book of Romans,
to panina pian chir panina ong sim simina room sung buong tung ta hi
in Romans 1:17, the just shall live by faith.
room alian kha aneu som le sa gyong tun chena midikin upna to nung ta ding hi chi ong sim khalian hi
And then in Romans 5:1, therefore being justified by faith. You know the word justified? It means you are being considered righteous by faith.
to che room alian nga neu khat na sung upna hangina nang dik tang na hi midik hilo chinan upna tung ta dik tang sak na hi china tua ong sim khala hi
So he began to question the church theology that you have to work your way hard to heaven.
tôi chơi na man zo pol pi ong lung hiang na pol pi chi tiang hui takina nung ta ding sian thau nun ta ka nung ta ding chi pen dot na ong nei ta hi
So I think in 1417, that's when he hung his 95 theses in the church, protesting the practices of the church, and began the Protestant Reformation. 1517. Yeah.
tul khat zanga som le sagi kum chiang ina am bol pi tung athu kim lo na teng khem pe pen ti si som ko la nga teng biakin mai ang suang hi
Now okay. Now Jill. Now what is what is grace? Jill started grace, right?
jili thu gen pen grace okipan hi
Now Jill said that grace is unmerited favor, right? Unmerited favor.
happy nai chi pen ei kilom na om lo thalo khat zong om lo kilom na om lo to pen happy na hi
And then we have heard justification.
dik tan na pen
What is justification by faith?
upna hanga dik tan na pen bang hiam
Righteousness by faith. Okay.
midik hi na hello hiam dik tang chi ben dik tang hi ong ke chi pen midik hi na
Now today's topic is sanctification.
tunia again pen ya sian tho na tu hi
Sanctification by faith. And what is this?
to hi le upna tung to na sian tho na koi chi bang a hi hiam
Actually, it's the same thing, righteousness by faith or holiness by faith.
sian tho na upna tung to na sian tho na pen bang to ki bang hiam chi le righteousness by faith to ki bang ina upna hanga sian tho na a hi
If I ask you what is in the layman's term of grace, unmerited favor, how do you understand that?
hitanga happy nai chi pen thalo het bet lo to happy nai chi pen koi bang in teli hi
I'm going to put an illustration here because, before I do this, Jill did with the rope. Remember the rope? That every time you carry it, you get closer to God?
jili yong thu gen na phok lai hiam to now milim le khaw pen
And last Sabbath he did with the translator. You apply for citizenship, you need a translator. Now today, I need my wife to be the banker.
tuni na nung kali na campaign ta to gen te na gen hang tu na ya kaji pen bana na sem hi
Now you sit here.
so na chair yeah
Now she's the teller.
after potluck we can withdraw money
Okay. Now, two customers.
kasamani ko gel ka hiu hi
Here, no, usually in the bank you fall in line, right? There is a line that you fall in line. I mean, here is the line.
อย่าข่าวคัดคงดียังบ้านนี้ไปจะมีกี่กว่าที่แวนมั้งบ้านนี้ไปจะมีกี่กว่าที่
Now I will play the bad guy here. Okay.
เก็เป็นหอมเบียบังมันเองเราหิดียัง
First, let me remind you why is this unmerited favor? How bad we are. Remember, I'm the bad guy, but it represents all of us. Turn your Bibles first to Romans 1.
บางจากตะกี้นะมีเสียอย่างเอ็นเฮียลุ่มอะไรขัดนาสงสิมพนี่
This is how bad we are. In verse 29 and 30, we are in Romans 1.
มีอย่างแต่บางจากตะกี้เสียเฮียมจีอย่าลุ่มอะไรขัดอันนี้เอาสมนี่ละกว่าปัน
Verse 29, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperer, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, and merciful.
บางจากตะกี้เสียเฮียมจีเลยอามาเตตัดเสียนะกินโลนาดูบนาลุงซิมเสียนะดิมเดมโตกิดิมอุฮีอามาเตเอ็นนะตัวท่านากิตดนาเข้มนาเลเอ็ดสัตนาโตกิดิมอุฮีอามาเตเกนเสียหาเตเกนได้หาเตปเชียนมูดาเตมีกิมีสักเตกิสัตย์เตเลกิสักเตอหิอุฮีอามาเตอินกินโลนาเสียอัทักทักพวนอุฮีอามาเตอินนูเลปาเตนูเลปาเตอุทัวมังเกอุฮีอามาเตไงสุดนาเนโลอุบนาเนโลอีดนาเนโลเฮปีนาเนโลมีอสวกุฮีตัวบังอหิเตสีดิงกิโลมฮีจิทุกิปเสียนทุกเข็นนามานอามาเตอินเทนปีหินาเตเตกเตกมาฮีจมทำโลอินตัวบังอากรรมตาอทุกิมปีจะสบุฮีเจ
Then turn your Bibles to Romans 5. Move to Romans 5.
ตัวนั้นรู้มาเรียนงาเอ็นนี่
Now remember, we are all that. The one mentioned in chapter 1.
รู้มาเรียนขัดนาสงอาเป็นเตฮีจิ
That's how bad I am. I'm going to fall in line here. That's how bad am I, right? Yet, while I'm so bad like that,
รู้มาเรียนขัดนาสงบังอามิเสียเกยกะฮีเด่นจังเฮลายองดิ่งเดียงเฮตัวมิเสียกะปากะฮี
in verse 8 it says, but God commended his love toward us, that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us.
รู้มาเรียนงานแนวขัด verse 1 right
5 verse 8 chapter 5
verse 8 okay.
chapter 5 verse 8
ไอหางอินเตปเสียนินเตหงอีตักวีนาฮิบังอินหงหลักฮีเตโมในอีลายตักอินเตอาดิงอินคริสองสีฮี
now much more than verse 9 being now justified by his blood we shall be saved from the wrath through him. For if when we were enemies we were reconciled to God by the death of his son, much more being reconciled we shall be saved by his life.
ตุยนามาสิสันหางอินเดียกตันสังอิหิขิดนุงสังอามาตุงตอนินปเสียนทางไปนาปันหดเขียนอินยมจะเสียมดิงฮี
So I want you to think we were so bad and we were enemies of God. And now here's the illustration now. Now Pastor Lian is the good benefactor. He falls in line. He's going to withdraw money. He is so wealthy. Okay, I want you to understand what I'm trying to illustrate here is the unmerited favor. How do you understand that?
Happy na thalo hilowa happy na chi koi chi ban tel hiam chi pen tuang lak ding hing dena ru ma len khat na sunga pen semol dan ama dan misia khat ai ke pen tunia ko te gal bana aki gol ta ke mi haw ma
Now I'm here because I need money.
Anunga ama sum bang ma nei lo
Asian man, get away. Go back to your country, Philippines. I need to withdraw money. Hey, I need to withdraw money, $1,000 from my account. Here's my number.
Okay, let me go and check in the computer. Give me a second. I'm sorry to tell you, sir. Your bank is overdrawn. You don't have any money in the bank.
Oh, is there a way you can transfer my account into his account $1,000 does he need?
That's possible, but I need to check your account too.
Okay.
Okay, there's enough money for you to transfer. I can do that in favor of him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, so I get my $1,000, right? Now, did I deserve to be given $1,000 from him? I just want him to go back to the Philippines. No, I thought he's Filipino. No. Honey.
One more.
You still have here. That is unmerited favor. I mean, you were given a favor in which you did not deserve it.
ตัว again เป็นเฮปีนาทุ again ฮีไอ้กิโลมน้ำเราเดนะยาบานะอภัยเจนามันตูดขัดถูกนวมอสุมาตูดขัดอมเราตัวเป็นเก้นกระซักจังอามาอสุมตูดขัดกิสมัยเลยเกี่ยของปนินะอามานะเทนสฟาที่ดิ้งเฮียมจินเกี่ยงเห็ดจะเกี่ยสุมไม่จังอามากิเทนสฟันตัวเป็นอามาฮิบังมอมเลยนะเฮปีนาฮะเกี่ยกับเปียกฮี
Now, Ellen White said, you can never illustrate, when you talk about unmerited favor, earthly illustrations on how to understand what God did for us.
ตัวจะเฮียลายเกี่ยวเสียมเป็นนี่นะบางทียามจีเลยตัวไปสุยนังเลยเกี่ยตัวองเสียบองโบเป็นเกณฑ์เตนาอีจิตดิ้งฮิโลฮีเจเป็นเกณฑ์เตนาต้องกี่เกณฑ์เตะเทดิ้งฮิโลฮีเพราะฉะนั้นเฮปีนา
I was not really playing the bad guy. I could beat him, put him on the ground, and then withdraw money, and then he would stand up and he would do the same. Please, can you put money in his account? He has the money. Now, how do you understand righteousness by faith?
ตัวนั้นเดน่าตัวไปสุเฮปีนาเดน่าเซมโมลีน่ะเกี่ยตัวหูนางเงดสังสิกินะเกี่ยองศานิมินะองสุยนะองหีนะตัวองสิงลามได้ตรงขายนางอนเกณฑ์อามาเกี่ยงเฮปีนานี่ก็อีมันนินอามาการเทรนสฟาฮี
You tell me. I would like to give you my account number so you can just withdraw money. Hey, you. I would like to withdraw money, $1,000 from your account.
Okay. What's your account number, sir?
00598.
Oh my God. Oh. Sorry to inform you that there's no money in your bank. And it's really overgrown.
Hello, Sam. Do you want to use my credit card or my bank account? Do you want to use that my names and bank accounts so that you can withdraw whatever you want?
Yes. Now, justification by faith. If you turn your Bibles to 1 second, hey. If you turn your Bibles to Genesis 15, let's go to Genesis 15. Now, here in Genesis 15, here's the story of Abraham. God told Abraham, look at the stars in heaven, and I will make your generation, your seed, like the stars in heaven. And we are told in verse 6, and he believed in the Lord, and he counted it to him for righteousness.
Hidanga Pian Jelian som nga ne guk na sunga Abrahamin to pa ama in tua pen thuma nai na sim sakhi chin to pa na Abraham kyang pa khian la wana aksite enin to de na so na khak to za hi ding hi chin dena bangom yam chil hya kadin na sungwa semore na sum thok no an pa in bangma nei lo hi to an bangma nei lo chiang ina ken bang chi semoro to ke panin sum na thok ding chang ke khong to ke min to na thok nuam hiam chi na ka do chang ina aman thok nuam mai ong chi hi.
Now in the illustration, I went to the bank, right?
Igen te na ama
I have the
bana
money.
pai.
And then he offered, would you agree, would you like, that I will give you my bank account, and so you just go to the teller, anytime you need money, you can withdraw money from my bank account. It needs a decision on my part to say either yes or no. Would I believe this guy that really has his money? Now, Abraham believed God, and it was counted unto him for righteousness. Because he believed God, he was being considered righteous. Turn your Bibles to Romans 4.
ตัว again แต่นะเดน่า again มาบังอาเซมูลินเฮียบานะสมทบเดียงกับไปสมเนโลตัวคอมกาลเกนบังจีเซมูลตัวกิปนินะนั่งเกอีเอคองเกมินตัวน่ะถกหนวมเฮียมกะจิเจียงหินะอามาหินะถกหนวมมาเองไอเกเลกูลเกจิเป็นอามาตุงะเขียนสัตนะอันนี้
Now, Romans 4, we're going to be reading verse 2 to 5. We are in Romans 4. We are here to, I want you to understand what is righteousness by faith, which is justification by faith. For if Abraham were justified by works, he had whereof to glory, but not before God. He could boast in himself, but not before God. But what saith the scripture? Abraham believed God, and it was counted unto him for righteousness. Now to him that worketh is the reward not reckoned of grace, but of debt. But to him that worketh not, and believe on him that justified the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness.
1, 2, 3, right?
2 to 5.
Okay. Atak dagin Abraham in asep sa hangin dik tang hile amain kisial na ding anehi ay hangin pasian maya ahi kehi la siang thawin bang chi ahi hiam Abrahamin pasian na uma tua ama na thuman na in kisim sakhi chi hi mi khat in na asep chiang in tua ama nasep thaman pen let song in kisim lowa thalo sa in kisim hi ai hangin na sem lowa mi tat siate dik atang sak pasian amuang mi pa ama na pen thuma na in kisim hi.
Now remember, Romans 1, 30 or 20 and 30, we are so bad, we are sinners.
Romanian khat aneu som ni le ko som thuma e de mi mo mi gena lo te hi.
We are supposed to die because of sin. What is the penalty of sin? Is death.
Remember
the woman caught on adultery. She was being taken to be condemned, to be stoned to death. But Jesus saved her from that condemnation. And that is what is righteousness, justification by faith. When we believe, we say, Lord, I believe you. I believe you. When the gospel has come into you, that Jesus died for you, and you say, I believe you, Lord. That is righteousness by faith. A merit of righteousness is being given to you by simply believing that Jesus died for you.
Toi chena thuman mi ichi pen Jesu ina nang le ke tang nen ong si hi chi up na hangina ei mi ginalo mo ne mi kimla mi thuman akiswak ai hi.
So justification by faith is salvation from sin.
Toi chena hi mi thuman na up na hangina mi thuman swa na pen si na mo na panina swa tang na ai hi.
Now we're not talking about sanctification by faith, which is holiness by faith.
What
differentiates us between when Ellen White made a comment on righteousness by faith and sanctification by faith, she said in one of her writings in the Review and Herald that justification by faith is our title to heaven. And sanctification by faith is our fitness to heaven. Have you guys heard those statements like that? Title and fitness?
Title and fitness?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ellen Juyen dong hi thuman na upna tung to na mithuman dik tang so na le upna tung to sian tho na to ki sai ge ni na hi pen nang lakin van tung tun the na ding nga na hi na van tung tung mi te nun tang na kilom na van tung to kilom nun tang na chi to te ge na ge ni.
Meaning when you are justified, you've been given the title to heaven. Now the question is, next is are you fit to live in heaven?
Tunia hitanga thuman na upna tung to thuman na pen nang kup na nga ding chi min piang na thulu hi na to tinga ding in nang kidlom kituang mo chi pen sian tho na a hi hi.
We have a friend in California, a lady, and she bought a house, I think it's a condominium with an enclosed garage, okay? And so, with all the furniture being put in the house, all he need now is a car in the garage. And so she asked her friend to go with her to the dealership because she wants to buy a car. And so she went to the dealership, bought a car, paid in cash. Now, and then she asked her friend, can you drive the car to the house? And so the friend drive the car to the house, park in the garage. Now, she has a car now in the garage.
California kalom te khadina in leina motor book om jong lehi to yangina alom te khat kyanga pain la motor book sunga motor ko yin china to pa alom penong va paina motor valeina motor le khit chena alom pen kyanga nong hol sakina ina nong ko sakri diam china he china paina ko sakhi.
So one Sabbath I learned about this, that she had bought a car. So I asked her, do you have a driver's license? No.
To chiang ina tua nu kyanga nang motor le chi ong thi ong sa vengo license nei ne hiam ka chi le nei kyang ong chi hi.
Sam, can you teach me how to drive? Okay. So I let her on my car. I said, okay, this is the parking lot of the church, a big parking lot. Okay. I sat on the side. Okay. Okay. This is the gas and that's the brake. This is the brake. We just go slow. Okay. Just go slow. And so her hands on the wheel now, and it doesn't move to the side or to the left. It just so hard. I said, we're gonna hit somebody. I said, brake, brake, brake. She doesn't know how to drive. She is not fit to drive. Yes, every time she goes down to the garage, the car, beautiful car. Beautiful car. She has the title on the car. She owns it. But she is not fit to drive that car because she has no driver's license. She doesn't know how to drive the car.
To chiang ina nang license nei ne am chin license nei keng chi to le amai na motor ong hilin chin motor hilina avei lam jong hek thelo tak lam jong hek thelo ina hi pen li wa hi pen a brake hi chi te aveka hilin hol thelo hi ai hang ina a motor bu ka motor pen ama min to ale akile a hi
Going to heaven is a process.
Thế trên vạn tung tun na ding jong pen kal om hi.
This is not a one-time deal. I believe in Jesus. I'm going to heaven because I believe in Jesus. No. If you turn your Bibles to 1 Corinthians.
Có đen tu masa en leng. Vạn tung tun na ding pen khat ve up jaw to ki ching tan suwa khilo hi chi. Có đen tu masa a.
In 1 Corinthians 1.
Có đen tu masa len khat.
In verse 30. We are in 1 Corinthians 1, verse 30.
Anel som thuma.
But of him are ye in Christ Jesus, who of God is made unto us wisdom. Okay? I'm going to explain that. Wisdom and righteousness, that's justification by faith. And what? Sanctification. Sanctification. Now, remember, all of this is through Jesus Christ. We are justified by faith through Christ, and we are sanctified by faith through Christ.
Tunia hitanga có lên tung masa liên khả nếu som thum en leng ama hangin ate ading pasian tung pana pil na ahong suak pa Chris Jesus sunga no te na om u a tua in ate thuman na dena hi upna hanga thuman na diktan na sian tho na le tat khiat na hiu hi chi in to te khe ben Jesus hang a hi
And then our redemption.
bek tham le na tat khiat na.
Now in Hebrews, many people have argued that sanctification is not a biblical doctrine.
Ni tam pi takin sian tho na pen la sian tho to ki tuak lo hi achi hang na hia en leng.
In verse 14 of Hebrews 10,
Hebian som le lia.
for by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified.
Ahangin akisiang tho sak mi te khat ve biak na to aton tun asiang tho kim sakhi.
I have really bad sore throat actually. Now, Jesus' sacrifice on the cross gave us justification, which is salvation from sin. Now, Jesus' death on the cross gave us sanctification, which is deliverance. I want you to hear me. Which is deliverance from sin.
ตัวไปสู้สิงลาบเตตุงองสีนาเป็นอุปนาหางไอเตทุมันนาหมอนาปนหมอนาปนะองตัดนาฮีนะตูนะเสียนเท่าไหนจีเป็นหมอนาปนะไอเตองหดเขียดนาถูกฮี
Now, what's the difference? What is the difference between salvation from sin and deliverance from sin?
สิหมอนาปนินะหดเขียดนาเลยสินาดิ้งปนินะตัดเขียดนาบังกิลำดังเฮียม
Now, turn your Bibles to Romans again. Romans. Thank you. I'm sorry. In Romans 8.
รู้มาเรียนเกียนนาเอ็นนิ่ง
We will be reading verses 28 and verse 28, 29, and 30.
สมนี้เลยเกียนปั้นสมทุมเชียงอ่ะ I'm going to read first
We are in Romans 8.
รู้มาเรียนเกียนตุยไหนมันตุยไหน
You know, I should have been careful because last Sunday, I know I will speak today, and yet last Sunday, beautiful lunchtime, me and my wife, and then I ate ice cream. A scoop of ice cream with cinnamon bread. When evening came, I have already a sore throat. I told my wife, I have a sore throat because you ate ice cream. And it got worse and worse. And towards the day, I said, maybe I will not be able to speak because of this. But I said, no, God will help me. We are midway already, So we are in Romans 8, okay?
รู้มาเรียนเกียนอ่ะ
And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, and to them who are called according to his purpose. In verse 29, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. In verse 30, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them also he called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified.
สมนี้ละเอียดอ่ะตัวฮีเจียงอินรู้มาเล่นเกียรสมนี้ละเอียดปัสยานินอามางิมนาโตกิจุยาอาสับสามีเตอฮีอามาอายิดอาหอยนาดีงินนาเคเปว่าเสพสักฮีจีเทฮีอาหางินตะป้าเป็นสังกัมตัมปีเตหลักปันตะจีลอสวะเทนาดีงินปัสยานินอาเทอิขลสามีเตอามาตะป้าโตอากิบังดีงินอะไรตันสาฮีตัวฮีอะไรตันสาเตจงอาสัมฮีอาสับสาเตจงดิกาดิกตังสักฮีดิกตังสักนาเตจงอามินทันสักอามินทังสักฮี
To enlist into the army of Christ, to be a Christian. This is not a passive, do-nothing attitude. I believe in Jesus now, and now my way to heaven is secured. No. And this is the two errors. There are two big errors in the world today. Okay, in the Christian world, one is to earn their way to heaven. You cannot do anything to save yourself. You cannot. Even how you can make every day Sabbath, okay? And you'll never earn your way to heaven. Galatians 1:21. If by the works of the law we earn righteousness, Jesus died in vain. We don't go to heaven because we keep God's commandment. No, we don't. If you believe that, you are in error number one. Error number two is when you don't have to do nothing, okay, to be a Christian, this is error number two. To be a Christian is a do-nothing attitude because he saved me already. Now, we Seventh-day Adventists, we are in the middle between the radical evangelicals who believe the attack Ellen G. White, when he talks about justification by faith, which is our fitness for heaven. We are in the middle of the radical evangelicals and the Catholic doctrines. Now,
tu na hiya Christian hi na sunga la hoi mama khel na ni om hi ama sa pe na bang hiam chi le Jesu van tung gamitun the na ding in thu kham zui na e de na sem ding yang I han cham ko ling hi chi hi e de na nisim sabat in ei phial zong ina I hoi na to chik mai na van tung lo ding khat na to nai nei le khat na khial hi hang ani na khial na khat leo bam hiam chi le e den I hi ding bang ma om lo hi Jesu ong gum khi na hi mani na Jesu nei dia reng sep sa hi mani bang ma e dia sep ding hi lo hi chi hi ayang ina to te gel ki kala e om hi yang 7 Adventist te
now in the verses we have just read in Romans 8, okay?
ni tampi takin tua hangina upna tung don sian thau sak na chi kam sang nu LNJ gel na hangina tua sang zo lo na do hi
Let me ask you a question.
khadong dong ning
Before God created anything, remember, God is self-existent being, life is in him. Before he created anything, does he knows billions, aeons and aeons of times that one day I will create a planet Earth and I will put human beings in there? Does he know the exact number of people who will go to heaven? Can you answer that?
na umu hiya to pasiani na khem
Yes.
apol ma pek na ngoni na gup na nga ring bang za om ding ko ten gup na nga ring chi thei din na umu hiam thei ding hi
When we say that God is omniscient, he is all-knowing, he knows from before even this planet Earth came into existence, how many people will be saved, who will go to heaven. He knows how many will be lost. He knows how many who will accept Jesus. Now, that knowledge here, I want to whom he did foreknow, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, that we might be the firstborn among many brethren. Now, when God foreknow, it does not negate your choice.
pasianin nak thei khol ma hi pasianin thei na nam chin to kidimi ayan pasianin avek in apiang ding khe bo thei khit hangin nangi khen tel na pen ong khoi khal jen lo hi
It does not nullify your choice. What did Jesus say in Matthew 24? He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. That is all what we are told. Endure to the end. God knows who will endure to the end. When you are about to surrender, then that's why, and then you really surrender, God knows you will not get in there because you surrender in the middle. If you are thinking of surrendering, that's why be positive with yourself. I will get to heaven because he died for me. I accepted the salvation that was offered to me. But according to the verse, whom he did predestinate, he also conformed to the image of his Son. What is that? How do you understand that?
toy mani na hitang pasiani a thei khol jen hangina khen tel thei na eiten I nei pen bang ma ong khoi khalo hi eiten gup na nga ding pasian thei khini
Conformed to the image of his Son. The gospel is a transforming power.
toy mani na ap tapa lim le mel sun ding ina eite ong se hi achi na pe na
Now-
tua na hangina eite nun tak kilam dan na nei ding chi pen ong ge na hi
Now, in this is Christ's objections, I think 384. 384. Now, we are not done with the illustration yet. We still have to talk about, okay, here is 384, Christ's objections. Ellen White statement. The sanctification of the soul by the working of the Holy Spirit is the implanting of Christ's nature in humanity. Gospel religion is Christ in the life, living, active principles with the green one.
Christ object lesson 384 lai mai za thum na som ge le liya ei lai na jong tu nang ki prin di ta mo in sian tho na I nun ta na sian tho na I chi pen kha siang tho I na sep na tung to ni na Jesu Christ I kiniam khiat na sung tung to ni na ong ki vo kha siang tho na sep na hi lungdam na thu biak na ina Jesu I nun ta na sunga nung ta in ama I thubul pi bangina active na tat khiat na hi chi Jesu sunga
Now, the gospel call was called to everybody.
Lungdam na thuina mi khem pe samhi.
All who hears and all who wills get in. Turn your Bibles to Matthew 22. This is the parable of
Asa
the.
khem pe alungkul khem pe ung pai ding chi.
This is the parable of the remember the king made a feast for his son's wedding, and many were invited. Okay.
Ma
You
de
are-
som ni le ni na sunga mo poi to ki sai sap na mi khem pe samhi.
Now, did you guys receive the gospel invitation? We all received. We're here. We have received. We have accepted the gospel invitation. That's why we're here.
Ei ten jong tua mo poi sap na za hi man na tu na hi tanga apai hi ro hi yam.
Whosoever will get in.
Awul khem pe ong pai hen chi na.
And so
Samhi.
now there are those who were, according to the parable, there are those who were invited that made reasons. No, I'm sorry, because the king said, "Go, usher, now call those who are invited to go to the wedding because everything is ready. We're about to have the party." And those who were invited said, "No, I'm sorry, I have some business things to do, and I could not go, and many reasons."
Hi tanga ma de som ni le ni na sunga kumpi pai na tun pai khian la mi khem pe samun awul khem pe ong pai un. Ma ham chi le poi kham na din gan te ki go khin na pe kin na bai sai nom kin hi chi. Ayang ina mi po khaten bang che hi. Ka sep ding po khara mai ka hi nop ta dang po khara mai chi hi.
You know, if you study in depth this parable, those who were invited first were actually the Jewish people. You know, they have the truth, they have the oracles of God. They were the one, who were invited with their names on it. No, I'm not saying that you're Jewish. They were invited, but they refused. They said, "No, I have something to do." And so the gospel call was made to the what? Where? The Gentiles. We are the Gentiles. We received I'm from the Philippines, from Burma. We received the gospel. Missionaries came to our country. We received the gospel. All are invited if you want. All those who hear and believe Jesus.
Hi tanga to ai mani na hi ma de som ni le ni isim che na aki sam ma sa te pen Jews te hi. Amau den pasien thuman thu tak thei khin te hi na. Ayang ina mau den bang chi. Ka sep ding dang o me boy nge ong pai man ke ni nge chi chang ina. Gentle mi khe pe te to ki samin. Ei te khe pen jong aza kha hi.
Now in verse 10,
Anel so ma.
we are in chapter 22 of Matthew. Okay?
Ma de som ni le ni anel so ma.
Matthew 22. Open your Bibles, please. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests.
To chiang in na sem te kong jing te nga pai koi koi wa mi sia mi pha amu pe u akai kho mu hi. To chiang in mo poi bol na in pi dimin aki sam te aw mu hi.
Verse 11. And when the king came in to see the guest, he saw there was a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless.
Anel som na khara ai hangin aki sam te ending in kumpi pa atum chiang in mo puan sil lo mi khat amu hi. Ama in tua pa kianga lo mo pi puan sil lo pi in. Hilaya bang chilu te nei yam chin dong hi. Tua pa in again ding atei ke hi.
Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into the outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Verse 14, For many are called, but few are chosen.
Som le thum na tua chiang in kumpi pa en aso tak te kianga. Akhut le he nun la ka na le ha goi na om na mun. Polam khomial na pai khia un chin asoli. Aki samte tampi ahi hangin aki tel te tom kha ahi achi hi.
Not because you are called, you get to heaven. No, only those who are chosen. According to Romans 8, we just read, those who are conformed into the image of his Son. Now, if you go to Ephesians, what is this being chosen? Many are called, but few are chosen, right?
Sab na nga khem pe pen gup na nga ding hin ton lo. Ama yung tel te hi ding hi. Dena lumalian gen na sungai simma bangina amma I lim le mel sun ding aki khel na nei to na ina pasien tel na nga na hi. Epet sunga enleng.
Now, what is the implications of being chosen? Many are called, but few are chosen. We are in Ephesians 1 in verse 4.
mi tampi ki samding a hiang in tel te bek chin ko te ki tel hiam chi ni tanga ephet sunga enni.
Ephesians 1 verse 4, according as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. This is what I said earlier, guys. God knows exactly who will go to heaven. I want you to be positive in yourself. Put your name in there. You are heaven bound, okay? According as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be what? Holy and without blame before him in love.
Tanga khat ephet alian kha neu lina sunga ete bang ni nong ki te la hi yam chi le a hangin ama mit mu a siang tho apau bang lo na ding in leitung pian ma in ama sunga ete ong ki tel zo hi chi a siang tho ding pau bang lo ding ki te la hi.
Sanctification is deliverance from sin, meaning God, when he calls you, he chooses you, he gives you the power to obey. You know,
Tôi chen pasien in hi sian tho na a ete pen thu man the na ding wang det na ong pe ding ina a siang tho ding ong sam hi.
sanctification by faith is holiness by faith. And what is holiness, guys? What is holiness? Nothing less but obedience to God's law in love. We don't obey to get saved. We obey because we love God. Remember, John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments.
Ete na thu kham zui na nga sian tho na aking a hilowa amma I thu iman mana up na tung to ni na eten it na sunga ama thu amang hi toi man zo alian som li som nga na sunga eten na amma it manina ama thu piak te zu hiang chi.
Now in Philippians 2,
Philippi ni na sunga
in Philippians 2, wherefore, we are in verse 12, Philippians 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. For it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure.
Tuai hi manin kong yit lom teo thu na man den sa bangun ka om sung bekilo ka om lo sung in zong ka thu hong mang zo in lao kom ling kom in no te hot khiat na sem hieden un.
Now, is this salvation by works here that Paul is talking? God said, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Now, Paul is talking to the Philippian church. Now, these are not unbelievers. These are all believers, because this is the Philippian church. He is writing to the Philippian church, Christian church. They call themselves Christians. And he's telling them, now, as my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. This is now a life to be a Christian, to follow, to obey Jesus. You know, our warfare, you know, the weapons of our warfare in 2 Corinthians 10 are not carnal but mighty. Though we live in the flesh, we don't fight against the flesh. We are on a spiritual warfare here. And Paul was saying here, work out your salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who is working in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure.
Anh som le thuma ai hangin a hoi ama de na bang ade ding le asem ding in no te sunga asem pa pasian hi chena ngen hi.
What does it mean to be a Christian? Paul said continue in verse 15, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shines as light in the world.
Na khem pe phun se lo hin se mun alung sim koi le lung sim mo khang no mi te la ka no pasian ta te mo nei lo kok bang lo siang tho yin kho wan nuai a ak si te bang in na tan the na ding un china Paul again hi.
Now, to be a Christian,
Christian na
sanctification by faith, holiness by faith, which is deliverance from sin. How do we illustrate that here? You know, remember the bank, the teller is already have gone. She's off already. Now, I will be now the good guy, and he is the one that keeps withdrawing money and always no money in his account, okay? I will tell him, after all this help, now, he goes to the bank now, as you know, because he told me, remember, he told me, use my bank account, whenever you need money, go there and just get money, okay? And then one day I invite him, I would like to invite you. Remember, maybe just invite us, come to me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Can you come to my estate? Okay? And I'll give him the address, Canaan's land. So he go to my estate, okay? It's a big estate, very big. I have cattle, I have fruits, all things that you want in life, everything is there. Everything is there. And we have people there, and loving and kind and tender people. Now, before I continue, go to Ephesians 4. Ephesians 4, at the end of chapter 4 of Ephesians, in verse 32. And be kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, has forgiven you. No.
Again, sama bangina. Ama bana apa ijan bana bang mak nei lo hi manin kena bana na pai changina bang mak nei lo nei te ke ekong na jang nom yam ke min to na pai nom yam china ken ama tunga dong hing to manin amai na ke a jang nomina ke jong ama kyang ong sami to pai chun bang chi lung gi mi te ka kyang pai to dam na kong pe ding hi china ong sap ma bangina ken ama pen asam di na to ne to na hitanga phil ephet alian lian el som thum le nia bang chem chile no te mi gi in khan le khan na ki khot to un la posian in christ nga no te mo na hong mai sak bang tek tek in na mo na u na ki mai sak chia tun ji.
Now I learned when I Googled this guy that he really actually robbed somebody because he has all no money. Okay, so I tell him to come to my estate, and he saw all these people, and the people are so loving and kind and tender, which is he's not. Okay. And I tell him, from now on, you don't have to rob somebody because you can withdraw money. Remember, you can withdraw money from my account. No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, when he sees those people out there, when he comes home, what do you think will happen to this guy, you know, after all the goodness that I showered to him? Would you think there will be change in his life? You know what, Lord? Going to, you know, there's always fighting in the house because there's no money. Now he has money. He just go to the bank and withdraw money. Now he come to my estate and he does all the good things. You don't need to steal anything. All the fruits you want is here. All the cattle you want is here. Remember, God is so rich. Ephesians 3. We could not even think. Whatever you want to ask God, He will give it to you if you ask by faith. If God, by His will, is good for you, He will give it to you. And so, what will happen to this guy? Because of the goodness of God, he will change. He will be transformed. And this is what the power of the gospel is all about. It can change lives, you know. If there are, how many commandments that God has given us? Only 10. You need to trust it.
So na, bangyam chile, ban panina, ekong utbang mazang trading. Toite ken ama something ina tuna kakuwang payin kenana China ken kante zongin mi tampi tak neidin ama something. Ama kyang abang chi green ka hiam chile tun nang ke kyang pai ta nai cha nang pen mi kilo mi sut mi ateng aguk sak na hi manin tun ke kyang anong pai ding China to bang ina gam tanon kin nak ke sap bang ke kyang a kem pu no mi sum nak ke sap le jong ke khong ta thok the hi te China ama samdin ama ong pai China to bang a mi dik mi ki te to ong ki mu China bahang ina aman gutai na mi kilo ina om non ding hi yam dena upna sunga Jesu sunga ama de na to ki zuin thuing et nak le na khem pung pe ding chi hi manin Jesu sunga i om chiang ina e te na gi lo na hoi lo na te bang ma ongom non lo ding a hi hi.
When we accepted the gospel and we've been justified by faith, made righteous, and we live a life of sanctification, we change course now, okay? It's a new life direction. Now, one more text, we will end up in 2 minutes, guys, okay? Romans 6. Romans 6, open your Bibles to Romans 6. 1 second.
Jesu I happy na hangina upna tung to na diktan na inga kit China to sian tho na ikal suan na sunga bangom yam che Romalian guk na sunga.
This is what it means when we have received God's grace, when we've been justified. And this is what happens to you guys. For sin, in verse 14, shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. Okay? Now, in the old life, we follow the movement of sin. Okay? Whatever sin tells us, you steal, you kill, you follow those inclinations in your life. But now, because of Jesus Christ, it's a different person now that you are. Know ye not, in verse 16, that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or obedience unto righteousness. Verse 17, but God be thanked that ye were the servants of sin, but ye have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered unto you. Being then made free from sin, ye become the servants of righteousness, in verse 18.
Yeah, Romalian ko kaneo som lilipan room 6:14 mo. Simsung ni. Ahangin no te tu kham noya ominon lo he bina noya om nahi manun mo na ai no te hok te lo ding hi. Tua hi le bang e te tu kham noya om hin hi lo yin he bina noya om i manin mo na bol ding hiam ai pe ma ke hi. Mi khat pe tunga ama thu mang ding in nakipia ku chiang in ama thu naman pa u sila nahi bangun sila si na a hong tun mo na sila nahi u zongin thuman na a hong tun thuman na sila nahi u zongin a thu naman pa u sila nahi lamu thelo nahi u hiam to ai hang in mo na sila nahi gi ngei u hang in no hong ki sam sa thu hir na nalung sim khem pu to mang nahi manun pasian tunga lungdam na ta hen mo na panin no de hong ki suak ta sakhin zoa thuman na sila na suak hin ta hi.
Now, does that not mean that we don't sin anymore? Is that what? No. If we sin, we're told in 1 John, if we sin, we have an advocate. We are not being guaranteed that you don't sin anymore to follow Jesus. No, we are sinners, right? We are sinners. But God convicts you whenever you do wrong. You know, last Sunday, last week, I bought a, swords protector. You understand the swords protector? Those multiple outlets, swords protector. I bought it from Dollar General, okay? 2 of them, $8 a piece. The sword protectors that has multiple outlets, I needed 2. So $8, $16. Then I went to Walmart. It's 2 for $7. So since I did not throw the box, I said, I'm going to return those 2 that I bought from Dollar General, to save money. It's 2 for $7 in Walmart. And so I went to the room after the guest had come out where I put the swords protector, and lo and behold, the guest removed the neutral. There are 3 prongs on that sword protector. He removed the neutral because my socket there is only 2. That has 3-prong socket right there. So he removed the neutral, and I said, "Why, man? I'm gonna return this." But anyway, I put it in the box. Because the box there, whatever it is, and then went to Dollar General to return it. You want to?
Hitanga bangomiam chile nung kalina mei zop na mei khau ka le nom kai jan Dollar General papai na ni de kai jan kai le khat changa pe kharai ina walma kai le ni cha pe sagi hina a khel ding na alai ding na ka ina kapai jan a ya wang thum ding pen wang ni bek nom mai changa ki thua the lo ken a khel som pen ka leng la te na a neutral pen na bot tat jiao mo ken ni thumom te ni om te di kai changa ka khel ding ina guang ki king ji.
I got my $60 back, okay? I went home, and then the guilty feeling begins in my head. I tried to ignore it. I was guilty. Sammy, the neutral is not there. I returned a unit that has already, the neutral was removed. And I was so guilty, I ignored it. And then I could not anymore bear the guilty feeling that I have. Lord, okay. Okay, I will go back. I will go back to Dollar General and buy that thing back. I don't have to tell anybody. I just want to go back there and buy the thing back. So I went to Sunday. I returned it Monday. I went to Dollar General, man, and boom, two. Because I bought a black one. There were files of white search protector, and the two black. I said, "This is it, man." So I grabbed those and opened it. I just need one because the other one was okay, and everything is intact. Open the other box. Everything is intact. I said, "Man!" So I put it back. Now, what I did is an attempt to correct what I did wrong. I did something wrong that my mind is bothering me. Sammy, you did something wrong. You go back there. So I went back there, okay? And that feeling of guilt was gone, okay? Thursday night, it came out to my mind again. Lord, okay, let me go Friday. This is Friday now, noontime. My wife was sleeping. I went back to, now there's 5 black search protector. One of this is mine, man. One of this is mine. So I opened the box first. You have to remove it. It's hung. I removed 2. Open it. It's 3. It's complete. And then remove again the next 2. Put the 2 that I have taken. It's complete. I was ready to leave. And my mind said, there's still one there that's hanging. You didn't check. I removed the 4, checked the last one, and it's intact. Now where is now the search protector that I returned, man? Anyway, this is my second attempt that I want to correct myself. And the thing was gone. I'm not guilty anymore. Because I did an attempt. I did something wrong. Now, this is what it means to be a Christian. When you do, now God has how many commandments? 100?
10.
How many commandments God has? Only 10, man. Only 10 commandments. If you violate any of these commandments, when you follow Jesus, when you love Him, you feel guilty. You feel guilty if you violate any of those commandments. And He wants you to do something to correct it. Can you imagine, there are people who is numb in sin. When we were traveling from California to here, to last December, we stopped at the snow was so hard, we stopped at a big gas station. I think Love's big gas station. And there were people in there, I noticed that they just took, a soda, a big can soda, and not passing to pay, no, they just go straight to the back door. I said, can you imagine there are people like that with no guilty feelings anymore? And I feel guilty for returning the thing. The thing, I return it, but only that is cut. I feel guilty about it. And there are people who still kill people, and they don't have guilt. God brings people to heaven whom He chooses. How He chooses? That you will be conformed to the image of His Son.
Yeah, banggen hiam je tua nunga avan khel kik pen atwa neutral alai jang kitan sa pen a khel kik pen Sunday nia khel pen Monday nia azana I muthelo tua kitan sa khat ap kik chi pen piang ke pai kik ni na to ka khel pen le kik ning chian pai hi chi ava pai cha ni na ki khai avom pen ai cha ma le enin ayen le nahi lo te khoiของกินให้ตำบังใจตำจินเจ้ากิลุงน่วมสักอากิส่วนนั่นเต็งอากิเสปีขัดวลายกิกจีเป็นเจ้ากิส่วนเต็งองบังฮีจีไม่ยังตรสีนี่องตุนเจียงว่าไปพอดีกิสวงเวลาหอยนอนว่ากิตันขินขัดว่าอาบกิกจีบังจินเลยกิกนึงเจ้าเอาไปแล้วจ้างานนักกิขายเจียงบ้านบ้านเอ็นนี่น่ะลีเจียงเอ็ดขิดเจียงของกินหินแต่อมนอนกี่จินไปนึงจินก็ไปชมเลยขัดอมลายตัวต้องเอ็นเวทนิงจินเอ็นตัวต้องเอาไปกาหอยไอเจียงตัวกี่ปะนะกิสวงนอนโลของเขียนอมนอนโลไอเตะกะจินั่นยอมเกนี่ไปบางอันจำเขียนหนึ่งจินอีคริสเตียนนุ่นต่างนาสงฆ์ตัวบางทีนะเอ็น ปัสยานีเดโลปัสยานีทุกขามเตอิปาลสัจเจนะกิส่วนนาเป็นมีเงินอากินีไอตัวเตเป็นตัวปาเกียงอิสุดดิ้งเป็นตัวปาน้องเดย์ตัวน่ะมีตั้มปีตักนุ่งนะแคลิฟอร์เนียก็ไปนะว่าไซเตียมีเตนะวันไลนะโซดาไลนะซุมเปโลอินนุ่งปนาปุสุอาสันีมีเตกูได้กิสวงใช้นอนโลมีตั้มปีตักก็มีตัวไปนะไอเตกิสวงใช้ยาอามาเกียงอาจวนนี้องเดไอฮี
I want you to remember this. We don't obey God's commandment in order to be saved because He saved us already. We obey God's commandments because He first loved us and we love Him. That's why we obey Him.
ไอ้เต้นะทุกคำสุยนาหางากุบนางานิ่งฮิฮังจีโตทุกคำมาสุยฮิโลฮิฮังไอ้เต้อามาน้องกุมขินอหิมันนี่นั่นไอ้เต้อินอามาอีดอหิมันนี่อามาเกยน้องอีดอุเลกระทุบยักเตสุยนจีนะอามาอินไอ้องอีดมาสักอหิมันไอ้เต้อีดมันนี่อามาทุบยักเตสุยฮิโซฮิฮัง
Let us bow our heads for prayer.
ทุกเงี้ยนี่
Father in heaven, thank you for the sacrifice that Jesus did for us. His blood has brought justification, which we don't deserve. You have given us grace, abundant grace. Where sin abound, grace did much more abound. And you also sanctify us to be conformed into the image of His Son by the same sacrifice. Lord, thank you for all these things. We appreciate what you did for us, Lord, and in response, help us, Lord, to be faithful, to be obedient to all your precepts. We ask all these things in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.